Here we have a foundation question that is based upon some core skills in algebra. Okay, you can see for this first part we've got to expand, and expanding of course means multiplying the parts inside the brackets with the parts outside the brackets, therefore eliminating the brackets in total. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to say 2a multiplied by a. 2a times a is 2a squared, and then 2a times 7 is going to be 14a. So that's the first question. That's all we need to do for that one, okay? For the second question, we're going to factorise, which is basically the opposite. We're going to put brackets back in. And what I need to do, I need to find the highest common factor of both terms. How I would normally do this is I'd look at the numbers. What's the highest common factor of 14 and 7? Well, the highest common factor is going to be 7. Is there a letter that appears in both terms? In this case, there isn't, so there can't be a common factor that's a letter. I've now got everything I need, so I can now say how many 7s make 14b? The answer to that is 2b. And how many 7s make -7? And the answer to that is -1. Okay, be very careful with those. If you're asked to factorise fully, then it will be possible to do it in a way that doesn't complete it. For example, 20b take away 16. I could do that by pulling 2 out. And whilst that wouldn't be wrong, it won't be as full as we could go, because obviously what we can do is we can take this out, which will give us that, okay? So if it says factorise fully, you need to make sure you find the highest common factor. Okay, with a question like this, there are two ways of doing it. My preferred way would be to, once I recognise that 9 is a factor of 63, I'm going to start by dividing both parts by 9, because if I divide the left-hand side by 9, then obviously all of that's gone, okay? So that will give me c minus 6, and that equals 63 divided by 9, which of course is 7. Then I can rearrange, so I can say c equals 7 add 6, c equals 13. And then finally, I've got this question which involves simplifying, okay? Now, if I was to write this out in its fully expanded form, it would be 3 times y times y times 4 times y times y times y. 3 times 4 is 12. Y times y times y times y times y is y to the power 5. But if you remember, if we ignore the numbers to start off with, and we look at y squared times y cubed, using laws of indices, the same base number, if I multiply it together, will give me this, where all I do is I add the powers, okay, which is where I'm going to get y times 5. So you can see that both in the expanded form and also by using the law of indices. Okay, so that's that question. It's worth 5 marks in the exam, so it's well worth being able to be confident with these skills. They come in quite a lot in a number of different contexts. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye for now.